Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Penny Dragon Games. No cloaks tonight. Several issues, internet, and last minute personal emergencies. So we're down to just Nikko and me. Unfortunately, there's only Nikko to distract from me. So, we're gonna chat shit about
Oh
D&D,
shit.
characters, art, craft, possibly cosplay,
Yes.
whatever, while we play chess. I will be playing horribly. Um, I think
As
I
am
have
I.
not played since I was a teenager. I know how the pieces move, but that's about it. You know.
I'm
So
gonna post this in my Discord and see if any of my old chess feds. I used to stream chess on my channel before doing D&D.
nice. Um, actually, Nikko, is this It said this game. I don't know. Did this game aborted?
If you don't start it within a
We
certain
can
amount
just
of time, it aborts. So
we just do.
just go.
What do
Just
we
go.
do? Plus new 30 minutes or rematch, or what do we do? Or do we just move?
Well, mine showed as restarting already.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think you can
so.
just move and it'll start.
So
I'm gonna post.
What is the etiquette with chess? Is it does white or black always go first, or is it just
White goes first.
okay? I thought so.
Yeah, white
That
always
seems
goes
problematic.
first. And do you want me to go through the pieces, or do you know enough?
No, I know enough about that. Well, hang on. Now, is there some rule about what I can or can't move first? Do you have to move a pawn first? I mean, I guess you need stuff to be.
Oh, you're cutting out. 1 second.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know if that was my internet or you were. Okay, it seems okay. Sorry, say that again. I totally missed that.
So, do you have to move a pawn first? I mean,
no. Okay, but the only thing that you could move
is it knight?
Apart from it is the knight, because those jump over, but no, everyone else is stuck. So you would have to move a pawn if you want to move anything else.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's start. Just watch me.
All right, we're playing for
and I think we're gonna do for inspiration. I think because you guys have got bless on already from a pixie, so whoever wins, either Nikko's character or my bad guys are gonna get basically a re-roll in the next game. Whoever wins, so that's on the table. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna move. Actually, this chessboard is green, which is, that's Penny Dragon themed. Okay. Probably a horrible move. Is this right? Am I doing it?
Did it move on yours? I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, do I have to... Yeah, do I have to, like... Yeah, it moved. Hang on, do I have to, like...
Oh. No. Hang on, I messed this up. Where did I go?
I moved it, but do I have to, like, confirm or somehow?
Oh, it's making me move for you. What? I just moved for you. What the heck? New 15 minutes. I'm confused.
Okay, we need a new... Okay.
I'm going to invite you again. Oh my gosh, no, I need to resign this one. It just started me with someone else. Yes, abort.
Okay,
abort.
We've got a rematch, and then we've got to send Christian the link so he can stream it. I knew
new game. Play a friend.
Chess. Me playing chess would be a disaster.
This is good. No, this is gonna be great. Okay, standard. Okay, play. I'm sending you.
Okay, accept. Okay.
And now, I'll put this in the actual Twitch chat so people, if they want to watch live on the website, see they can follow along as well.
Is that the same link that Christian uses?
I don't know. Is this I imagine not. Oh yes, yeah, that's the same. Okay, we have 37 seconds before divorce.
Boom.
Go.
Now, was that a move? It's showing yellow squares, or do I have to like confirm that?
That's good. That was a move.
Okay. Folks at home, I'm pretty much just going to be moving randomly. How long? Yeah, what do we get? How long do you get for a turn?
It doesn't matter. You have half an hour total on your side of playtime.
Cool.
So the clock count. I made it a longer game, so we're not in a rush.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't know, guys. If people in the chat have any questions about the Cloak stream, D&D in general, whatever, anything. We were also talking pre-stream about art, like art and craft, pottery, printmaking, carpentry, blacksmithing. Does anybody have like a craft, or like Nikko?
Yeah, I'd love to.
And had a whole like magazine, which Richard mentioned in the last stream on Friday, which it looks awesome. Okay.
It was really fun to work on. How many people are actually here?
Probably not many.
Not many yet. Oh, there's a good chunk, at least in the chat. I would very much like to open like an artisan village-y thing in Vancouver with like leatherworking, painting, pottery, that kind of stuff. But I want to touch base with a bunch of artists and people who do really neat, interesting things, and get a better idea of what might be required. What kind of cool things would you need?
Especially like because like you said, like there's a space nearby, like a 300 square foot whole space, but it could be, like you said, like a whole nerdy artisan thing. You can have a blacksmith making weapons and armor, leather workers making those those like braces that archers wear, there's those things, woodworkers making bows, fletchers making arrows, that'd be really cool. Like a big a Ren fair in a warehouse.
Bow and arrow stuff would be really cool.
Yeah, Ren fair in a warehouse or something like that. Just have a
like that's I want this to be like a Ren fair, like totally exactly that. I think it would be so.
I feel like that was a bad move for some reason.
No, that was the best move. That was the dumbest thing on my part. I was really hoping.
Can I win chess by sheer dumb luck? Let's find out.
Yeah, against me, absolutely.
Yeah, the only kind of crafting I've ever done, the only kind of crafting I've ever done, if you'd even, oh man.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't even realize that was a checkmate.
Oh my god, okay, so you've already do we do 2 out of 3 for the inspiration, or do we award
let's do it. Rematch.
Okay, let's do 2 out of 3. Do I have to accept this? Rematch, cool.
Yeah, I think it'll send a request.
Yeah. So the only thing kind of crafty, I wouldn't even really go so far as to call it, that I've done is making maps for D&D. Getting like watercolor paper and staining it and drawing a big I don't know what the sizes are, because they in like North America, and I don't know what the story is with like continental Europe, but the whole paper sizes are different, so it would be like an A1 sized sheet. I think the paper sizes are different. Doing a big map, which I enjoyed that, and like I showed on the stream with Richard and Jean and Andrew on Friday. I made little like parchment paper for a Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign that was like with the code of the city, you know, written out on it. But that's the closest thing. And I used to love doing that. Like yeah, I'd love to get better at doing that kind of fantasy cartography and making prop maps, but that's the extent of it, really.
It's super cool.
Like, if anybody in the chat has any idea of how to play chess, I'm sure they're screaming at us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is you want to populate the middle early game. That's
oh no.
or that's
okay.
like that's what they teach beginners.
Right.
You're so far advanced.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm. Yeah. Okay. Sure, why not?
It's getting in the way of my plans, dude.
Yeah. I feel like in order to do like, it's one of those weird things. It's not a standard I would hold anyone else to, but just myself. Like, I feel like I couldn't do cosplay without getting really, really good at it, because it's the same reason as like with LARPing. It's like I would want it to be so like my costume would have to look so good and realistic that I would never be happy with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, it's like I wouldn't like judge anyone else's costume like that. Like, but for me, yeah, I just.
Yeah, I get it. I do.
I don't know. But yes, but I'm always impressed with the shit that people can do, you know?
Yeah, I used to just have so much fun at the Comic-Cons, walking around, seeing what just. It is amazing, like the skills people have, like just the unique, cool things that people can do that you never would have thought of.
Yeah,
just and so cool. People are
even
so
just
crafty.
like ones that, you know, replicate something just pretty faithfully. Like when I was at Dublin Comic Con, the last one, there was a dude in like a tech marine thing from 40k, and it was all it had spinning gears and it had working light bulbs and like shit moving, and it was like insane.
It's so cool. It's so cool. I miss it. I'd love to get back in. It was when I was in Ottawa. I was there for my doing my master's, and that's where I got into cosplay. So all my friends that are into that are all there, and I'm back in Vancouver now, and I don't have a nerd community here.
Yeah. Oh damn. Well, yeah.
Does anyone here do metalwork or pottery? Anyone watching?
Oh, hang on. Is that? Oh, hang on. Which one is the king and which one is the queen? The queen is the roundy crown, right?
The king is the one that you moved forward.
Oh,
you're in check right now.
God damn it! I thought that was the queen.
Oh God, no.
God damn it.
My queen is the one that I just moved.
I don't even know what I can do. Like I'm yeah. I'm
either
trying.
You gotta move it to D6. I think is your only. I think that's your only option.
Yeah. God damn. Fuck. I thought it'd be bad. I'm not actually sure if I thought I'd be this bad at it.
We need music on in the background. That's what we need for when we go quiet.
Yeah. So yeah, now I'm getting too engrossed. Yeah.
Cool. We got welding. That's awesome. I'd love to have a welding spot on the site because I'm into like building trailers and renovating tiny homes and stuff.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try like metalworking, forging.
Yeah, I think that would be so cool. I would
like if I get the time, like there was not like a night course, but like a small, like a short course, like a year-long thing, like not too far away from me. It's blacksmithing, but it's like it's like real, like it's more practical stuff, like making iron grates for place or like gates and stuff. Cool. It's like actual practical blacksmithing, but it's like that would give you a good basis. I was even watching, just coincidentally today, one of those, like a bunch of websites like Wired and like Inside, like a bunch of places do those videos that are like expert on blah blah blah, critiques movie scenes about blah blah blah, and it was a blacksmith and a bladesmith from Hawaii, and just going through those, like, yeah, none of these movies, they're all terrible. None of them have ever gotten anything right. Let's see. Okay.
Indeed.
So yeah, but there was, I remember, I think it was on like YouTube, I watched someone, it was like, if you don't have like, you don't need like to practice and get started, you don't need like a huge expensive forge or anything. What you can do, like just practice by, this guy got like, I think it was, he got like a piece of rebar that, like, it's like the twisty, yeah. He got a bit of rebar, and he was like, what you do is like dig a hole in your garden, and then he got some coals, like they were just like barbecue, like charcoal, and then put them in the hole, and you sort of have like a little bit of a raised back. He lit those, and then he was like, you just need you get a hair dryer, and it just has to have a like constant stream of the heat and the air moving through.
Just to get the fire really, really hot.
Yeah, and it'll get really hot, and it was like, just he put the bit of rebar in there and just hammered that out into like a very basic, like a knife, because obviously then like I was like, I want to try that, because it would look terrible, but if you made it, you'd be like,
I bet you can make that look really, really cool.
But even if it looked shit, I would be like, I made this. This is my knife that I made in a hole in the ground.
I might just go and do this after we're done.
Yeah, do. To distract Ben from the game. Okay, we've got chat. I'd be interested to know if there are any long-term plans for the cloak setting that he can share, and what are the plans for the cloak's Patreon. I'm not too sure about the cloak's Patreon at the moment. We'd have to talk to Paddy about long-term plans. There's so many projects like in the works. Like, I know Paddy was posting Penny Dragon most recently about like this sci-fi game, the next big Kickstarter, and he wants to do a couple novels in that. There was talk a long time ago when we set up the cloak setting and the Patreon about potentially doing sort of crime, like basically Cloak's fantasy detective novels about a red cloak character. The red cloaks are the cloaks that there's the fewest of them, and they deal with like violent crime, and they're kind of like CSI, or they're like homicide detectives. So there are very few of them, and they're kind of specialized. But like, there's so many projects between the Mags of Holding and the other Kickstarters that those things are, you know, are sort of on the back burner. I know Paddy still plans to do something with the setting of Mindhelm, but I don't know at what stage of development that really is, to be honest. I mean, I've had a ton of fun just for my own sake. I mean, stuff we've built out for the stream. I have plans that we worked out early on before the stream started happening. The campaign is gonna get to a bit of a point soon. Once this mission is over, we're gonna start moving into things. Basically, start to move into territory there where we had planned more of a long-term story. Okay, what can I actually do here? But as with regards to Patreon, I'm not sure. I'm not really privy. I'm not sure what Paddy's thinking on that is at the moment, with so many other things to juggle. Okay, what can I actually do?
You're screwed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, it would be. I'd like to, hopefully, if Prairie Dragon, if the time and the resources open up for like a Mindhelm book or something. I mean, it'd be great. I had such a good time writing the Cloaks, like for the Cloaks Patreon and stuff, and editing as well. There were so many like really cool things that came in there. I love making just encounters, which was like really fun for the Patreon, but also like I really liked something about that really grimy setting of Mindhelm. Like I loved one of my favorite things that I came up with for the setting was the Ash Yard, that place where they like burn all the bodies and it's all disease, and because of that the Ashmen and the, you know, the people of all genders, they just sort of refer to them as the Ashmen or Ash folk, but the fact that their skin is effectively bleached, because it was actually something that I'd seen on, oh god, what is I can't remember what the channel is called, but there's this dude that does like medieval history things, and he was talking about washing your hands and stuff in medieval times, and you know, what would you do, like you're out at a campfire, and he was saying, you know, you'd be outside or whatever, you'd have a campfire going or a fire, whatever, and you would just get some ash, and then you would rub that on your hands for grit, basically, to get like large chunks of dirt off, and then splash a bit of water onto the ash, because water and ash will make lye, like it will start to make soap. So you would wash your hands in that, but you couldn't leave it in too long, because the lye would, if you left it too long, it would burn your skin. So I like this idea of these people that deal with disease and, you know, take away diseased bodies and burn them. They're actually much cleaner and much cleanlier and more hygienic than most people in Mindhelm, because they actually like disinfect themselves, but they are just bleached from like fingertip to elbow and all over the face in certain areas. And they also have something called fire water, which is basically this kind of liquid disinfectant that in emergency scenarios you drink it, and hopefully you might die from the puking, but if you were definitely going to die from disease, it's better. Chat's also saying, also intrigued that brown cloaks are out of the city. I thought that was green cloak territory. Yeah, well, this was sort of the thing with the refugee camp, that because nobody kind of really gave a shit, and the green cloaks weren't really doing anything, because those refugees, they don't pay taxes, and you know, they don't have a voice. It was like, well, who cares? They just leave Camp Carbuncle to its own devices. You know, I feel like the green cloaks, you know, among the populace, probably have a bit of a reputation for being probably a bit useless. You know, they'd be late to arrive on the scene, and they always have the excuse of like, oh well, I was patrolling, you know, we're patrolling the countryside and it's very big and blah blah blah. This feels like a. Hang on. This has got to. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I just realized I can't do that. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. Damn. Okay, I'm not finished, so there's presumably something I can do here. Sorry, I will get. No. Okay. Might still be screwed. Nikko has got a question for you in the Zoom chat.
Go over to your Zoom chat.
Yeah, I think Christian is just putting in the questions from Twitch.
Oh. Would your artisan village and the equipment therein be open to the public or members only, and then just have a shop for the public? The idea would be that it would be a membership, like a sort of collaborative art or an artist coalition. I don't know, whatever you would call it, but it would be a club, and that you could then, then and it works with the zoning of the piece of land that I was looking at too. They accept memberships, and the cool thing is they allow like bars and lounges and stuff too. So I could open some kind of little pub eventually, some little old medieval tavern on site, if I expand.
So cool.
Good old travelers pub, right?
Awesome.
Travelers Inn. And then as a member, you would be able to use the facilities, and then you would be able to rent like private studio space eventually too, for a low price. Like for really, the idea is just to make this really affordable, and like you can go to the community centers and stuff and use, you can use their woodworking shop and whatever, but I want this to really be like, you're in the video games, you walk into the artisans village, and that's what I want this to be. Oh god, no, I keep saying Old Town, but no, not Old Town. Anyways, walking around World of Warcraft, you walk into the Crafters Square or whatever.
Yeah, I could imagine the name the Commons or something. It was like that, which I think is the term, like old medieval term for basically like public space, and it was like the public space that people were allowed to farm and like hunt on and fish on and stuff. It was like the Commons was a big thing. But because it's but spaces like that are great because, as we were saying just pre-stream, like if you want, like, so my my girlfriend is an artist, specifically like a printmaker, but there's other disciplines that she likes to try, and something like she'll often do embroidery, but like embroidery is very, relatively speaking, more inexpensive and easy to, you can at home, you get a, whatever they call them, a loop, I don't know what the things are called that you embroider onto, it's like you can sit there and you can craft that. But in college she also did a lot of ceramics work, but printing onto ceramics, and also like just making ceramics, but that's so expensive, like getting access to like a kiln. It's like, unless you can't just like the expense of building a kiln just to practice, or just to like try your hand, at it and get better at it, if it's not something you're gonna eventually like really pursue or try and sell your ceramics, because it's really expensive. So those spaces are great.
And especially if it's like a bunch of like-minded people just hanging out. Like the idea is to make it this beautiful, just cool garden oasis with these sort of freestanding little open areas, and I don't know, just like magical video. I don't know. I mean, my background is architecture and design, and this could be really cool. It's just to do that, like that was going to make this my own private studio, but to do it on a bigger scale, it's going to be a lot more money. But I'm thinking I could do a Kickstarter and do it in like phases or something, and whatever, which one has the most interest.
But GoFundMe,
I don't know. It wouldn't take much more to raise to be able to do it, but
yeah, I don't know what the how viable like GoFundMe is anymore. But the fact that I think it was it GoFundMe that the difference was, it's like it doesn't have as much of a set cap. Like if you don't make your goal, you still get what was generated, so for a project like that, it might be good that you're kind of doing things piecemeal,
yeah,
people are contributing what they can. But
right,
I mean, those kind of spaces are great because it's like, as my girlfriend did, there's a print makers in the city nearby, and she's a member, and like the membership is as far as like where like fairly affordable, like especially she was still a member, I think, right after finishing, and you're still on, you're fresh out of college, you don't have a lot of money, like so the membership was like really reasonable. But to be able to go there, and it's not just the facilities, it is like you say, there's other artists there, and like one of the guys community. Yeah, one of the guys there even made I don't know, it's some kind of ink or some kind of wash, but he just like makes it himself, and he like sells it in these just like unlabeled like plastic bottle. He's like cooking up these chemicals and selling them, and I love that. He makes his own, and it's like really good, and it's like it would be, and even that, it's like it's so much more expensive to source on your own. But this dude who's experienced printmaker, he's selling his like his own his own homebrewed printmaking stuff. But it's like those spaces are great. Like even something that I thought was a really nice touch in a similar kind of vein, there's a place in Tala in just in around Dublin, a new shop, Underworld Gaming, and Penny Dragon Games actually it was great, did their LawCon not too long ago there, game day, and it was really nice. There was like they basically have two units side by side, one of which was like just dedicated to, there's a bunch of tables, but there's like a storefront, obviously, with all the products, and then gaming tables at the back right. But actually, on top of everything else in the bathroom, because there's a bunch of sweaty nerds, there was like free. They had deodorant and other sanitary products, and they had like tampons and pads for free, which I thought was like a really nice touch. But then there was a little corner to the left of the till, so there was a bunch of couches, and then there was just it wasn't like tons, but it was like a few dozen fantasy and sci-fi books, just secondhand copies that you could just hang out there, even if you didn't have a game to play, or like, I thought that was just great, that like you just hang out and read some books. You could, like, I'd love to have had a place like that when I was a kid. Like there was no game. The nearest game store to me is in a city like half an hour away, and only as an adult can I gonna go there more frequently. But we never went there. As like me and my friends, that would have been so cool. I'm
glad we're talking about this, because I was yesterday I was just starting to kind of fizzle of my interest a bit, because I have no one here to brainstorm with. So it's just kind of all me, but talking about it out loud is just, no, this is going to be the coolest thing. This is so the right thing for me to do right now, because then I could establish like I'm going to focus more, I think, on like crafting as opposed to digital stuff, but I'll have it
definitely
digital, I think. But
well, because I think that's part of the appeal, and it's kind of part of the goal is being in a physical space with
handcrafting.
And it's a much greater sense of that sense of community if you're actually physically present with people, and you want to it's like you want to smell leather and wood shavings and coal and chemicals, whatever it might be. Although saying that, when I was in briefly when I was in film school. It was like a 1 year course, but we had to do photography, which is like, great for the discipline, learning photography for, composition and everything else. But very much when, then, and it was the dawn of the DSLR camera, and it was like, I don't want to work on film, I'm only going to be working on digital. And I hated the smell of the dark room, and it really frustrated me because I couldn't, get things developed right. And it was just totally different. Like, my girlfriend loved being in the dark room in college, and it was just like, I'm like, no, I hated it. It made me feel claustrophobic. There was always way too many of us in there. But then I had a much better experience when we got to use, at like crunch time for exams, when we were like putting our final project together, there was a slightly bigger dark room that we normally didn't get to go into. It was only reserved for the actual photography students, because then there was a smaller one that was for like the first year photography students and film students. But I had a better time when there was only like two other people in there with me, and it was kind of that nice. It was like, it was quiet. You're just working in silence together.
I find photography too a very personal thing, so I wouldn't like being in that environment crowded. I find the room just really peaceful.
Yeah, exactly. And it was much better when it was like, oh, it was me, and I think it was like one other person. But, we weren't speaking, and not that I have a problem speaking to people. I mean, most of the time, but it was it was nice. It was okay. What's going on here? Who knows? Yeah, but I think especially with COVID, if we can finally get it under control a little bit more, it will be nice to just have that interaction, that personal interaction back.
Yeah, just people, and it's really awesome because there's going to be, they're trying to make that the next brewery district, and so but they're keeping it really industrial, and there's so many towers going around in just a couple blocks on the outside of this area. So there's going to be so many people there soon, and there's a distillery across the street that like does really awesome cocktails. Like, it's a really cool little spot run by
food trucks set up there.
Yeah, and so the guy that owns, it's like this young guy who owns the distillery, and then so on my side, if I do get it, at the front half of this lot, they have their food trucks, so people just come and sit, and they have a little picnic area, and in the summer it's like a whole little food truck village, and they're bringing more in, so there's going to be people.
Awesome. Yeah,
so like I have an opportunity to do something in the back,
and hey, there's a lot
even
of
just this summer, put more picnic tables and get some music or something while I figure it out. But like, I would love to make this a proper artisan, whatever. I think
forging, carpentry, that's hungry work. So I think the food trucks will probably appreciate like a bunch of
exactly
hungry artisans.
And then provide more space too for them to come, because then we can have like a whole little market, little space selling their art and selling my stuff, selling my books. I can make a little bookstore, and so when people come back to eat the food back there, they're like automatically being sold the artwork for the people, to our members, to make more money.
And it would be actually great to, like you say, it's mostly being kept industrial, but it would be great to see on the exterior in particular, maybe like murals and street art on the exterior of the kind of industrial buildings.
I think so. Because it's
and it's like, more artist space. It's like there would be so many industrial buildings, and it's like, now, I mean, it's finite, obviously.
Well, and people will be able to see it from far away too, because they're like a 30-foot wall, like 25-foot wall.
Or like you said, if there's tower blocks, like apartments and like businesses, or like going up, like, is it the tower?
So like it's a few blocks of just old industrial land that's mostly like mechanic shops and stuff, and this just happens to be a single lot that's empty. It hasn't built, so there's buildings on either side, And then like 2 blocks down is where the sort of residential area starts. And then there's a bunch of high-rise residential towers going up.
Yeah.
That should all be filled with people within probably the next 6 months.
Nice, yeah. This is a totally random tangent, but I was recently listening to, there's a guy, blind boy, Irish guy, who does a podcast. He's like a comedian and musician. But his recent one, I learned from him that apparently, so in that city where my local game store is, it's a good city for artists and stuff, Limerick. Apparently in Limerick City in Ireland, in like an industrial estate, in this building, like way out beyond, you know, everything, and everything else around it is like abandoned and dilapidated, is apparently the biggest swingers club in Europe. Because it was like really random. It's like in some industrial estate in a city in Ireland. It was this really it was a long journey to that piece of information that involved the host's friend being approached by an older couple that seemed to be inquiring about swinging, and it basically, it turned out is because he had a particular kind of bush in his front garden. Remember, he was renting the place, but apparently in the like 70s and 80s, people used to grow these things out front. It was a signal to swingers that if you were somewhere, if you saw that plant, you know, and then it just became this whole saga where he was then looking into it, and apparently this swingers club in an industrial estate that's like, and there's a bunch of just like feral horses that like roam the abandoned estate outside this place. It was insane.
Oh my gosh. What was it? What was the bush? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know what it is, but I'll try and find it. But I think it's this kind of like fluffy white thing. Bush of like pampas grass.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh shit.
Yeah, PAMPAS, pampas grass. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, I thought it was very clever. Yeah. Why can I not do that? Oh, yeah. Why can I not do that?
You're in check. You gotta save your king.
I don't understand what he's in.
Any music requests? Oh wait, we gotta be careful.
Oh, music, right. Yeah. Okay.
Swingers and their bushes.
Totally. We need something like that for there's music on the stream. I feel like we need something like that for D&D or other role-playing games, you know, like secret signals. So if you're just driving around any city and it's like someone's got a dragon fruit, I don't know if dragon fruit grows on trees or bushes, probably trees. It's like you got a dragon fruit tree, that means you play Dungeons and Dragons.
We should establish something like that, like the nerd call, like a whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want? Oh, that's nice. I need names. What do I call this artisan village? My this is why I was really bummed for missing our Humblewood game, our churn
Oh
churn
yeah.
gang on Friday. We I really want to get into like mushroom farming, like gourmet mushrooms, and I want to make art with the mycelium and use them to like try and
That'd
I
be
don't
cool.
know, innovate some cool new products. And I want to use
Nice.
mushrooms in what I do. And so I was thinking of like the spore druid, the mushroomery, or like the spore witch,
Yeah.
like something inspired by Hobor,
Yeah.
like just very Hobory, and you could incorporate something like that into the name. Or my publishing business is Dungeon Media, so something with
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
One of my brands from that I do my digital artwork and stuff is Iron and Ink, something with that.
I like that.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Names, people.
Damn. The Shrooms Day book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go to a fantasy name generator or do something that will
Yeah.
ultimately eventually promote my books. The
I don't know what.
Aizendore.
I mean, I know D&D wise, mushroom people. Like the monsters are called myconids. I don't know whether there's
That's
anything like
cute.
that.
Yeah.
Like
Mycology.
MYC. Yeah, like yeah,
Yeah, from
same as
mycology.
mycelium. And yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I was getting a phone call, but it hung up.
Oh no, I misclicked. God damn it.
Oh shit. There's no mulligan.
No.
um.
Darn. Oh man. If anyone's watching who plays chess, they're gonna just be cringing right now.
Well, I'm not sure. I feel like there's some sort of obvious.
Yeah, but Christian, look where I moved my queen rather than continuing to. I was supposed to put it on H8 and then I just dropped it.
I feel like
I would have. Your hoop.
Like
Although maybe we might get out after I screwed that up.
I don't know. I feel like I should be. There's obviously something I should be seeing. I have no idea. Sorry, I've got to.
You really screwed that up for me. Thanks, dude.
Sorry, I had to reply to that text because my friend who's getting married on Friday had to just confirm something with me, and I have been made toastmaster, so I don't know what that means. I gotta watch all the toast or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
make sure everyone gets enough toast.
You gotta get the toast.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't want to stress him out by not replying to his text for a while.
Yeah, fair.
Oh. Yeah, I just realized this is
Gotta get some of my other guys into play.
Huh?
I gotta get some of my. I've still got a A rook and a knight stuck in the back lane.
I have absolutely no idea. Who knows? Let's see what happens here. Oh wait, why did I?
Oh no, why did I do that? Oh my god, I need to think before I do things. Stupid.
No, don't just do what I do and just wing it. It's great. Sometimes it looks like you know what you're doing. Is anyone in chat excited about Spelljammer releasing? I've been waiting a very long time for Spelljammer. Weird science fantasy in space.
Who? Spelljammer?
Yeah, the campaign setting. It came out originally, I think, in second edition, but it's like big space, like spaceships that look like, you know, sailing ship, you know, kind of steampunky fantasy. It's very like 1970s British fantasy, like weird kind of psychedelic shit, and it's like, yeah, the spellcasters use these things called spelljammers to propel ships through wild space, through space, and they've changed the lore around it like a little bit, but they basically go through like, yeah, this space, and it has a sort of a, you know, an old sort of Age of Sailing kind of theme, but obviously it's in space, and it's magic, so it's all space stuff, but you know, it's ships propelled by magic rather than technology. And there's all this weird shit, like there's the GIF, who are these hippo people that are dressed in sort of like British naval officer kind of attire, monocles, and they have muskets and like black powder, like gunpowder and stuff. And
they stand up like they're humanoid.
They just fucking love guns, and yeah, they're like space mercenaries, but they act like.
Oh, I'm looking at the art. It is cool.
Yeah, there's lots of fucking cool stuff.
August 16th, North America.
Yeah. What was I doing?
Sweet. Just cool.
Yeah, I was saying, I think I said it off stream, but on the 30th of on the 30th Saturday, I'm going to be doing a charity stream with D8 Dungeon. The guys, they do like Romancing the Dungeon podcast and Rise of the Forsaken on Twitch, bunch of stuff. Great folks. But they are doing a charity stream in aid of like Planned Parenthood and
cool.
pro-choice causes. But they I'm going to do like a Spelljammer one shot, so it's going to be God damn it. Oh, God. I don't know what I'm doing. It's going to be players, going to be a group of spacefaring kind of Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, take mercenaries, take whatever job, and they are escorting a rather neurotic brain in a jar called Cortex to safety. He's being pursued by a mind flayer pirate called Squidbeard, who wants to eat him so he can gain the secrets inside his brain, because he knows where some treasure is buried. basically. Damn. Looking forward to that. There's going to be a bunch of there's some actually Dave from Software Saga and player in Candlekeep on this channel is going to be running a game too, which sounds really awesome. I don't have my Discord open. I can't pull up the full blurb. And I'm also trying not to die, which I think is inevitable at this stage. Yeah. Oh. Draw. Stalemate. Damn. Well, you've still got...
It was my fault. Oh, I do remember learning about how that worked. I can't remember any of it, but I do remember that was a thing that you're not supposed to do when it comes to the end.
We still got one more. You want to do one more? But
yeah,
then I guess you've already won one, but in case I guess
if you get it, we'll do two more.
Let's see if I can win one. Okay.
Yeah. Except you're going down, dude.
Well, this is touchscreen actually. I could have been moving these pieces like I was actually,
I'm gonna. I'll put my touch screen on. That's a good idea.
Kind of feels like.
Is there a way to, when Zoom is minimized and in the corner, to make that little pop-out window bigger?
Yeah, so I think if you go, so there's when it shrunk down and you do the exit minimized. I think if you go,
but is there still a way to have it in that?
Yeah,
in that
so when it's on full screen, so if you go to full screen and then the restore down in between with the minimize and closing it out, that brings it into kind of a smaller pop out.
I don't
it's not full screen.
If I go into full screen view, there's no minimize. It's just I gotta X out of it.
At the top. Oh.
Yeah, it just says.
Sorry,
it
not I guess not, but if you maximize the window.
Okay.
Sorry. I don't know why I said full screen. Yeah, and then.
Oh, you mean just make the window itself smaller? Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the. Oh shit! It aborted the game. I think we got a rematch.
Yeah.
I think we have to do a rematch.
Oh.
It aborted the game. So yeah. Okay. Hmm.
100 on Hobor. Yeah. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Who said that? Yeah, Ric Flair. Yes, damn straight. Hi, Bushy. Gotcha. That took a while for me to figure out. You changed your name a lot. You're so confusing. Why do you keep changing your name? Just to fuck with people. Bushy's he was been around It was been around. My wording has been atrocious lately. Just horrific.
Too hot to word. It's
too hot to word. It's a lot cooler today, actually. And it rained yesterday, so but it's muggy. Not used to it being so sticky here.
Same. I'm out of my head when you're not around. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I do. This is a touchscreen, and I have one of those it's like a 2-in-1 laptop, so I can flatten it like a tablet. It would be more fun, like looking at it like an actual chessboard.
Yeah.
Forked. No, wow, not forked. I'm a dumbass.
I've made several dumb moves throughout this whole game.
I was so cocky about that too. Yeah, I was like, look at me go. I was thrilled. Oh my lord. This game's hard.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, for those that don't enjoy chess, Jean will be back on Tuesday with Fellowship of the Fallen. So there will be D&D in a couple days. I'm getting very engrossed in this now.
Oh man, yeah, I just don't know about any of this right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and take your queen. Tradesies. Sure.
Queen fight. That this feels like something I shouldn't do, but
looked like the right thing to do, I think. Very much so.
Does anybody in the chat actually like play chess regularly or any good at it?
Bushi was really good,
Yeah.
I think. Right?
How badly am I doing?
Jack?
How
Or Rick?
how infuriating is this to watch? Me play. This is like watching your younger sibling completely fail at a video game. You're just like screaming.
I was so mad because you're doing it wrong. I used to know what I was doing. I used to like that was, well, it was kind of my escape from a really shitty relationship at the time, but I would wake up every morning and I would do my little chess exercises on my phone when I had my coffee. It was quite nice.
What's been keeping my brain occupied is not girlfriend's friend introduced me to, like, I'd been playing Wordle but I'd stopped.
Yeah.
There's Quordle.
Wordle.
Four Wordles at once. I'm like, this is so much better.
I do it every day. We need. Do you have we need to start. I have a group with a few people on Facebook, but I want to do one on maybe, I don't know, another WhatsApp or something. But just everyone posts there after you do it, and it's just like a fun kind of little way to make it more of a community little thing.
I had a good one today. I think I
haven't finished the word.
Yeah, I won't say, but I was really annoyed because I was on a good streak and then I fucking lost like 2 in a row or something, and it was like
yesterday was horrific for me. I was like, my first guess had the last like 4 letters in the right place, but so I had every letter left almost, but it could have been like 9 different words, so it was just a matter of being forced to guess at that point.
Yeah, like with Wordle, I got a good tip from my girlfriend, which was doing some Googling about, words with like the most vowels. So I start every Quordle or Wordle with adieu, because there's every vowel except for O.
Yeah.
And a D, which is pretty common.
See, I find that makes it so much harder for me doing it that way, because once I find it harder to match the consonants after, because there's so many.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's true. I'm just in a pattern of it now, doing adieu and then with Quordle I'm doing adieu and then thorn. Fudgy tears. That's good.
It covers like a lot of really good letters.
Yeah.
I won the European Masters 20 years.
Oh, what the fuck did I do that for? I let it go too quick. Fucking
no. Why? That looked like a good. Oh, yeah, no, you missed. Ha, you did what I did. Okay, I don't feel so bad now.
Sorry, so hang on, who? They won the European Masters? What? In chess? Is that for real?
That's solo, actually.
What did you win solo?
Oh. That would have been impressive.
Is Christian messing with us? Did he win the European?
400 points behind Nikko in her prime. You're probably way ahead now.
Oh.
What's my score? Oh God, it's down to 824. How high was it? Rick. I can't remember. 18, I don't know. 12.
Damn, I have fucking no idea what to do here. I guess I'll do that.
Close to 2,000. That's what I thought. I need to just start playing again every day a little bit and get back to it. I had fun. It literally was my only escape from a very, very scary relationship. So I just locked myself in the office all day and just played chess live on Twitch. And it was fun.
Whatever gets you through.
Yeah.
Man. Fuck bad significant others.
Mm-hmm.
People look. I'm both very pessimistic and optimistic, and I also have a lot of sometimes I swing back and forth between having a lot of faith in my fellow humans and also absolutely hating people.
Yeah.
um, I know it's he's gone.
What did it start your rating at? Do you remember?
Oh damn, I don't know. Where is the rating? Is it next to?
It's well right now it's at, yours is 695, but I remember when I first made mine, it assigned you as like it started at I don't know 900 maybe, or can't remember 12.
I have to Google what it starts at. Remember I played damn. I played this game which I learned about from the British Museum's channel on the History Museum on YouTube. This game called the Royal Game of Ur. I'm not sure. It's
cool.
like the ancient Mesopotamian city. But it's
okay,
so
cool.
I suppose a few thousand years old, but they basically found a cuneiform, like the scripture that they wrote, but the script that they wrote in, they found a clay tablet. Like they had this game board for years that they'd found, but then, like I think a few decades ago, they found a clay tablet that had the rules for the game on it. So they found the rules for this game, and now they like sell it. And I made one out of cardboard, and it was this really cool game. And I don't think I've done it yet, but I always had the game board handy because I wanted to introduce it like into a D&D game where somebody
cool.
pays you for whatever, and you play this game. It was actually pretty fun. Yeah, the Royal Game of I don't know if they had another name for it, but it was proof that like this was the game that like everybody played. It's like people would play it. It would be, there'd be noblemen playing it and fishermen and farmers and whatever, and you play it whatever you could get stones or whatever. But it actually it has a D4, like a D4 dice as its main component, but there is a 0 on it, I think. Yeah, there was some way it was like 0, 1, 2, 3 as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would I played it before, so I used the D4, but I just took the 1 as 0 and the 2 was 1. But yeah, it was really cool. It was really fun, and I was like, I'm playing this game that people were playing. I mean, I know chess is obviously similar, that it's been around for like thousands of years, but
It's awesome.
which is just easy me running away from this rook for the rest of the game.
Don't worry, I'll win soon. 3 moves.
Oh, I forgot about the queen.
No, I just turned a pawn. I just got a pawn to the end.
Oh shit! If you get a pawn to the end, it's a queen. Fuck.
No, if your pawn makes it to the other end, you can switch it for anything you like.
Oh damn. Oh, sorry, it's back to me. I think.
Don't worry, you had no chance of getting any of your pawns to my end.
I feel like I should just bow out gracefully, surrender, so my king can live the rest of his life a prisoner, a hostage. No, but he's gonna have to go down.
What are you? Go down fighting.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I think I'm gonna forfeit because I can't actually make a suicidal move. So,
I can chase you to the corner, make him cry.
Yeah, let's
poor little, like the poor little king
doesn't know who's beaten. Cowardly king is gonna, he's gonna run to the ends of the earth. So pathetic to watch. Cower in the corner, my king.
Oh boy, for the win.
Nice. Patrie. Hang on, I'm gonna write this down. Patrie has inspiration from chess. Okay, nice. Well, so thanks everyone for watching me, joining to watch me fail at chess miserably.
That was fun.
Yeah, and apologies again, but we just there's just internet issues, kind of last minute personal emergency for one of our players, and then someone else as we got online having internet issues, so they were hearing us. We were all robots to them in chat, and also Roll20 wouldn't even load for them. So we figured we'd just come on and talk. Yeah. So sorry about that. We will be back, I guess, on what is Cloaks will be back. It'll be the 31st. It'll be the last day of July. We'll be back. Hopefully, internet issues are resolved, and you won't have to watch me play chess again. But as always, bunch of streams on the channel. You can also catch up with all the campaigns on YouTube, including Cloaks. So if you were behind, you can catch up. And we've got our merch store up. Penny Dragon Games is now on TikTok. So do whatever you do on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. Not because I'm a sad old man, but because my phone is very sad and old, and I don't have enough space on it to download any new apps. So I haven't been able to try TikTok because I refuse to get a new phone until this one completely craps out on me. So thanks very much, everyone. Nikko, any passing words?
No, that was fun. It was nice chatting with you. If anyone has any brilliant ideas for a name or any insider feedback or ideas or brainstorming or anything for an artisan sort of village studio, please reach out. Let me know.
Yeah.
Either on Discord or on my Twitch here. I'm the one chatting as NM Howell Books.
Nice. And so names for the artists collective slash
Mushroom farm.
mushroom farm
Oh.
for either venture. And also one last thing for me, it would anybody's ever wanted to play a rogue that throws a bunch of knives, I'm just going to post this in the Zoom chat. Somebody can post that into Twitch. I recently released my first solo published subclass on DM's Guild, the Edge Slinger. It's only $1 if you want to throw some knives, but you can also get a full preview of it, so you can see if you like it. Yeah, I think I will see you all on the 29th is the next time I'm going to see you. We'll be back for Humblewood, and then I'm going to charity stream and then Cloak. So it's going to be a streaming weekend for me at the end of July. But thanks everyone for coming out and watching me fail at chess. So we'll see you soon. DM Sean, Fellowship of the Fallen on Tuesday. See ya.
Bye.